Morris has a bold idea. While the guard is busy, he grinds his spoon against his shoe until it's dirty, then casually calls the guard over. He claims his spoon is dirty and needs a new one. His buddy catches on and asks too. The guard, seeing them serious, suspects nothing. This oversight would lead to the greatest prison break ever. When they reach the desk, his partner blabbers to the guard to keep him busy, and while the guard is distracted, Frank quickly snatches a new spoon without being noticed. He took 2, but 1 spoon isn't enough. He must craft some better tools. Next day, he trades 20 desserts to an inmate with connections for supplies. Everything is ready. Frank snaps the spoon, uses the clipper file to grind coins, then lights a match, welding the handle and file together. Under the heat, the coin powder melts. He welds it, getting a new handy tool. Now it's time to test it out. He tells his buddy to whistle if a guard comes, eyeing the air vent in his cell. He tried using clippers, but it didn't work well, so he made a better tool. It's better than clippers. As he digs, the guard checks the room, while his buddy dozes off. Luckily, English distracts the guard, waking him up, but he realizes he cannot whistle to alert him. He quickly taps on the bars. Frank hears the guard's footsteps and rushes to block the hole.
Something burning. I don't smell anything. Hell, must be my imagination. Working nights really gets to you after a while.
He keeps talking, but focuses on his tools, knowing getting caught would be a disaster. The guard doesn't notice. He tells his partner to keep watch, then gets back to work. He digs for a while and finds a latch on the grate, so he needs a tool to pop it out. Heading to the shop, he dumps debris from his pockets when the guard is not looking. He then crafts a wooden spacer to pop the latches, but how can he get it past the metal detector checks? That's no problem for the genius Frank, so when the guard checks him, he just says it's a hanger for his clothes.
Why the metal over the edge?
So the clothes would slide off easy.
I didn't try to hide it. Why would I try to take the metal from a metal detector?
The guard takes the block away, but it's just a decoy because he hid another one. He wedges it into the latch and uses his foot to kick it open. And just like that, the grate pops out. He eagerly sticks his head inside, seeing a web of pipes that may lead to an exit, but escaping will require a much more careful and calculated plan. First, they must avoid surprise checks if guards find the air vent. Frank comes up with a plan to paint a fake grate on some cardboard. Then they can use it to cover the hole. And for the bed checks, he'll just build dummy heads out of paper to fool them. In the dark, the guards won't be able to tell the difference. But there's still the problem of crossing the cold water.
That's where you come in, John, because you work in the clothing shop. You gotta steal some raincoats.
A friend at the barbershop can get them some hair. Frank's tunnel is open. Now he needs to help the others dig theirs out. His partner brings the hair, while Charlie gets paint from the guard. Now they just need some newspapers. Since prisoners can read, he asks English, the librarian, for newspapers. With tools ready, Morris starts the dummy head project. He puts chipped plaster in water to use as cement, mixes it with paper, and soon the base model is done, and he paints it. With his skill, he makes a head that looks just like him. It's a perfect match. He makes a fake grate. After painting, it looks so real. Just in case, he decides to test the route. He crawls into the vent and starts climbing up. Just then, guards check the cells. Charlie taps on bars to warn him. The guard stares at the bed, but misses the dummy, while Frank reaches the prison's upper level. He thinks he can climb higher, but a metal door blocks his path, and he can't reach it. He bends for his baton, glances at the bed, sees the hair is wrong, and reaches out. At dinner the next day, he tells his partners what happened, and everyone's progress seems to be going quite well. Charlie still digs. Others have heads ready. He'll check the roof with John tonight. That night, they crawl up the vent. With help, Frank reaches the grate, but the iron door is bolted down with heavy covers, so they can't move it at all. They need a drill and wires, but getting those into the prison is basically impossible. Even a metal scrap alerts guards, let alone a power drill, an insane escape tool. But Frank finds an opportunity. In music class, he spots a motor, though it's still missing the drill bits and wires. He asks the old man for help. The cost is his desserts. How to sneak that motor past the guards? You'd never guess. He puts it inside his own instrument case. They think he's mad. He'd die if he's caught.
Hold it, Morris. Want to take a look at one of those cases?
The guard checks Charlie, who is scared. Frank boldly challenges him. He asks if the case is just for instruments, leaving the guard speechless. And after he gets the tools, they start building the drill. With his partner's help, he climbs up the gate. Then, John hands him a pipe from below, and he uses that pipe to pry the iron bars open wide. He needs to reach the other side, but the noise could alert guards below. Both are so focused on their work that they don't realize the danger. With the drill, it finally comes loose. Luckily, when the guard comes up, he stops, and the guard thinks he was mistaken and leaves. Now they only need life vests and a raft. His partners say they'll be ready by Tuesday, but Charlie is starting to get cold feet. He fears guards. He says they will escape. Then, something special happens. Warden checks, accidentally dropping his paper. He goes in to get it, but sees his portrait drawn by the inmate and takes it as an insult. He is furious and strips the inmate of his painting rights, confiscating all of his artwork on the spot.
Painting's all I have. I'm sorry, Doc.
Doc loses all hope. He was only here for a car accident. It was a simple accident, but he hit a cop. He got a 99-year term. He's way too old to see the end. Now his only hobby is gone. One day, he slips something into Frank's pocket. He gets an axe to make a chair, but suddenly he chops off his fingers in front of the guard. The guard is absolutely terrified, and Doc is dragged away. Frank tends to his fingers, checks his pocket, and finds a flower. It drifted from the island, a symbol of freedom. He knows they'll be free, and he keeps the flower with him. Doc had always been kind to him. But the warden finds the flower, and flowers are forbidden in the prison. He crushes it mercilessly. Doc is heartbroken and dies right there from a heart attack.
Some men are destined never to leave Alcatraz alive.
This tragedy only fuels Frank's resolve to break out. Next day, he bids English goodbye. The man understands. They shake hands.
So long.
Before the escape, the warden arrives for a surprise check. He suspects Frank, but searches the cell and finds nothing suspicious. He checks the instrument case and looks right at the ventilation shaft. Frank is terrified the warden will find the fake grate, but it looks so real that the warden misses it completely.
Has Morris been doing anything unusual recently?
Sometimes he stays up late talking with butts.
Split them up. Move Morris.
They must act immediately, or they will lose their only chance to escape. Luckily, the team has already prepared all the necessary equipment they need. He decides to act tonight. Since they have scouted the path, everything goes quite smoothly. But at the last second, Charlie gets cold feet. He's too scared of the consequences if they fail. Charlie won't move. Frank stays silent. There's no turning back. When guards check, they see them in bed, missing the dummy laying there. Poor Charlie weeps. The guard just shakes his head. It's prison life. The three reach the gate. They let John scout, to be safe. He climbs up and removes the cover, making enough noise to alert the guard in the tower. The guard shines a light, but sees nothing, thinking it's an animal. As the searchlight turns, John crawls out of the pipe, tapping on the wall, signaling the other two. Frank hears the signal and sends the partner up. He passes the vests and raft, which they hand to John. Finally, Frank is ready to climb out. His partner is pretty large and gets stuck in the duct, but he eventually manages to squeeze through. They hide in the shadows, safely away from the sweep of the searchlights. Finally, Frank gets out. Charlie finally finds courage, deciding to risk it. But is it too late now? The three of them slip away into the dark, and Frank looks back to check for Charlie, but he's nowhere to be found, so they have no choice but to keep moving. With no choice, he pushes on. Wearing life vests, they climb down, dodging searchlights. It starts smoothly, and they reach the prison exterior. When John descends, his vest gets snagged on a pipe. It is dangerous, as any noise alerts guards. Luckily, they free it without any sound. To prevent the life vests from tearing on the fence, they have one man climb over first, passing the gear across. Frank is the first up, moving with speed as their time is running out. Charlie reaches the iron door, but can't reach the top alone. He regrets he lacked the courage to leave. It's too late. The three clear the fence, sneaking to the perimeter. They reach the woods, cross the road, and find the shore. They quickly pull out the raft and inflate it together, filling it all up. Now, they just need to wear vests and cross the bay area. Though the water bites, freedom is ahead. They fear nothing. Hours later, the sun rises, and the guards start their cell check. Guard reaches his cell, finding him still asleep.
Get up, Morris. It's moving day. I said get up, Morris. Open up one eye. God damn it, Morris. I said get up. Jesus Christ.
Seeing the guard, English smiles in relief. Finally, some escaped. The warden searches, but finds no trace. They left raincoat-wrapped photos and a flower. The guards assume that they drowned. Nobody could survive that swim, but the warden knows they escaped, though he lies to protect his reputation. It is the first escape in the prison's history. Word getting out would stain his record and risk his entire position. This is a true story. Alcatraz closed within a year. Police found no trace. Their fate remains a mystery.